I'll have to work overtime to finish this. You're here!
Today's training.
All right, let's get started.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there? I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator, please grant me this!
Are you okay, Julian? Don't be so down.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer say during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time. We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators. About some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
So you know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings? Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. all the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by they?
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
All right, I agree to work with you.
Splendid. I like people who don't mess around. By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
No, I can't fight.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridil. Lord Phaethon. Don't tell me you don't like him.
You might not believe this, but I'm actually Phaethon.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethon's a cut above. No one could ever replace Lord Phaethon. But I know how you feel. You're actually one of Lord Phaethon's fans too, aren't you? So he's your biggest role model in life and you hope to become just like him, right?
How should I put this? I'm not really a fan of Phaethon.
I get it. You're ashamed. Because you love him so much. I went through a phase like that once. But it's okay to be brave and admit your love. Relax. I'm with you as you make your journey, fellow fan. Oh my. Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself. Look at the time. I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news. Number 0, Ambi. Standing by. Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? And what's with the new outfit, Ambi?
I'm here to investigate that incident. I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. And who's this young lady?
This is my friend, Vivian. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now. You're going into a Hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the hollows.
Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling all right?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
You aren't looking so good. What's the matter?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves. It's fine by me. But it's fine. There's no rush.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here? We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important. New Eridu's future may well depend on it.
Engaging head on.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating? Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Quick shot!
What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Leave it. Roger. Got you covered.
Move behind me.
A perfect conduit.
Relax. Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Neither do.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
pretty cute. It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna. Her location should still be safe. I hope so.
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam. There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
She was betting that we'd help her. So, you were aware of this the whole time? Yes. Because I saw it. You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her, Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry. Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone. Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question.
In my memories, this has happened countless times already.
Save your strength, Envy.
I'm on it. I only see these misfortunes. Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness? The fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
The target's weary. Support in position.
In position. I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you. Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proc...
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look. Looks like it isn't in here. Strange, there's nothing in here. This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left, but I don't know what these...
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that... So, disclosing our identities to you...
I guess...
Your trust is most... Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really.
We need your ability.
Before you make any decisions, please allow... We all know there isn't anything in this world that's... People from Tops splurge on luxurious collectibles. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal... Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have. If you ask me, that's enough to be...
All right, that makes sense.
Thank you. I knew if... However, aside from these philosophical considerations, as you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the... We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those... And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice. We share the same goal for the moment.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have, he's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to. Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they are.
Well, if you're willing to let my friend.
Great. It's a deal. Consider it a souvenir commemorating.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast? Having a drink before undertaking anything important.
As an outsider,
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes. All right, let's leave it at that for...
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a
Father! We have to punch!
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her.
pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline.
Hugo, did you do—
Yes, it was me. I killed...
He admitted it! Father,
He has no right to live under the same roof.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then?
Hugo,
My children, in this world, only the most like Hugo here, who is willing to murder only someone with the means and the...
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are... As for the rest of you, go to the usual place.
Father! For this...
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. This is all for your own good. Do you understand?
Yes, I...
So...
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. You're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time. Why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet. I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the... I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and draft, but he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I digress. He ran away, and after that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare...
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, even though he may say some extreme, I think one day he'll tell me his secret. appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh, it's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
You're right.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch, like screenshots of old Internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all. I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this, without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long.
Indeed. Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural. By the way, Lycon.
You mean about our guild for fat?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an
I don't have any objections.
How about mocking? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we... Oh, oops. I nearly forgot.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just... Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have...
No. It does make a difference. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol. Like the sword of Damocles hanging over it. Just like Jack used to say. This world. So that's why we have to
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what...
Of course I remember. All right.
That sounded pretty forced.
I'm good for my word. You must. Well then, today's the day. Our first order of business.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
Oh, are you familiar with this place?
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, can I take action?
Understood.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path.
The generator room should be nearby. Over here.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. The circuit is fixed. We should now be—
Wait up! Wait a second! Something just doesn't add up. It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that. Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the opportunity to tell you.
Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon! I've been your biggest fan for years now! Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you... I mean, if you're with...
Anything you want, but...
okay.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director.
We should keep moving. This is...
The door's finally open.
The proxy is Phaethon. Ethan is the proxy. This is a dream. I never went away from.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination. Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
Yeah, mind the blind.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon. Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To suggestion, split up and...
So, we have to head to 3 different
Huh? Lord... I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport. Anby's got a point.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Phaethon, don't you, Vivian?
Huh? That's not it!
Alright, sounds like a plan.
If Master Prox... Lycon.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork. Lord Phaethon, there are too many ethereals here. Sure enough, Lord Phaethon. Sorry, goodness me. Somehow I'm going to wake up and he's...
No, this isn't a dream.
Not only is that it,
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong.
Lord Phaethon, the one who saved me in my darkest... You probably don't remember, but, well, it's so embarrassing. Sorry.
No, you're not a bother at all.
I should be the one thanking you. Sorry to keep babbling like that. I'm sure Envy will be able to manage, but as for Hugo and like... Don't. What you deserve. Mind the blind.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master
What a coincidence. That's just this once.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then I know you've never fully, even before it all fell.
You wanted to speak...
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you...
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is in time he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look...
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quick.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you...
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught... I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the root's a curse that flows through his lineage. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with...
Do you mean... Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition, but he has inherited the seed of evil. I'm afraid I won't be there to... So then, Lycon, you must hold his chain tight. And when necessary...
You've become or maybe. You've been on guard against me this whole... Lycon. I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mocking, I would never...
I don't wish to repeat myself.
That's the path I've chosen.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong? Your disgusting sympathies make me... There's only ever been one person who can kill me or... That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes...
Okay.
Why do you look so nervous?
I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I'm...
If that's the case, Miss...
Okay.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as she has to figure it out on her own.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for some reason.
I can't... I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you. Whether you're Phaethon or just... Of course, I also have a lot of respect, so I hope...
Hang on. What?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as... Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs.
Your beliefs?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrong. I stayed true to my father. Man, but I hesitated. I didn't do it. Because of that. If I'd killed him first, then none of... After that, I realized...
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart, but you know how it is. In this world, so...
Why apologize?
You're incredibly strong, kind. The world needs more people. Remember that revenge movie I told you about? Children of Devils. Turns out, in that story, the children of devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry. They should be back soon.
What is this?
Careful, everyone. If I'm not...
It appears to be in hibernation.
If it does wake up...
Wait. Those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. That means... There must be these sacrifices may still be hibernating. But that's not all. If they make their way into populated areas...
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's...
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice.
It's that annoying old man. Why is he...
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely.
You're from the Ravenlock family.
That face. Oh, I heard about what happened to your friend. If only she'd been smarter.
It seems our goal was this sacrifice all along.
As expected of a wolf Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right.
I'm not exactly happy being...
Wait.
I made a deal with Mr. So, would you Of course. You can choose to refuse.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the
But... why?
It's simple. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Top.
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly.
You...
I've got no interest in your little feud. My men still have some delicate handiwork.
Over my dead body.
Stay calm now.
Mind the voltage.
Stand still.
Outside. Now you can.
Hugo, stop standing. We had a deal.
Did we? I imagine this is your favorite cut. Seeing people tear each other. And right when you think you've let this pain sink in.
You're insane.
You still don't. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the...
I know you. You're...
My dear, you may have killed all of my father's other children. I am the...
You're a bastard.
That's not for you to decide.
Edmund! That's impossible.
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal.
This can't be! You don't know the...
I know a lot more than you think.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? I actually...
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit. Now, I'm going to kill this man.
You can't kill him. We still need...
You must be misunderstanding something like... At least for now, Topps has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm...
What?
I just want to take... If fate is not willing to give me justice, stealing, robbing...
Even if it means something, know about the power struggle between Topps and City Hall. Those elites at top...
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval.
If that happens, count...
I'm sorry it has to be, but I have to do this. I'm going to... For a permanent and absolute victory, someone has...
I don't agree.
This is the path I've... Without power, resource... All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice, Mockingbird has never really changed anything. Well, none of it matters.
I understand your feelings.
Sorry, Proxy, but this isn't some chill. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. So I will bloody my hands. It's about time you kneel. Not bad. Again.
Flip the switch. Get ready. A perfect conduit. Loyalty.
All right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Faithin. I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Faithin alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Master Proxy, are you okay?
Don't worry.
Lord Faithin, I had no idea.
It's all right. No.
If only I'd noticed sooner. Hugo.
That's a hollow down there. If you need...
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but I...
His injuries were so severe.
I'm terribly sorry. It is impossible for Hugo to be alive.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. But just so you know...
I'm sorry, I was so...
Same, but it doesn't matter, and he will pay.
Yes. I'll be reporting. Well then.
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about that. May the Creator...
Fear.